Time now for the morning rush. We start with the massive COVID-19 relief bill. Tomorrow, President Joe Biden is expected to sign the $1.9 trillion package, which includes $1,400 stimulus checks. The first New Mexicans who can expect to receive the payments are those who used direct deposit to file their taxes in the past 2 years. For New Mexico, state lawmakers are estimating that New Mexico will receive about $9 billion of federal stimulus aid, including money to the state tribes and other groups. They say the funding will go toward everything from investments in broadband, debt relief for farmers, and expanding the child tax credit.
On the vaccine front, the Biden administration announced that it's buying 100 million more doses of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. The president says that the purchase will help make sure that there are enough doses available for the second half of the year. Pharmaceutical company Merck will partner with Johnson & Johnson to boost production of the shot.
And this weekend, daylight saving time begins on Saturday night to Sunday. You'll want to make sure to set your clock forward. Remember, spring forward. So at 2 a.m., it's going to turn to 3 a.m., and we will be seeing later sunrises.
Albuquerque police will travel to Missouri to question the main suspect in the case of 4 bodies found at the Sunport. U.S. Marshals arrested Sean Lannon in St. Louis yesterday. Lannon's ex-wife was one of the victims found murdered inside the car at the Sunport last week. Lannon is also a suspect in the murder of a man in New Jersey.
APD detectives are investigating another shooting in the parking lot of Coronado Center. This happened near the north end of the mall around 6 o'clock last night. A man was taken to the hospital in critical condition. This is the second shooting in the Coronado parking lot in the last few days. It's after a man was killed in the same lot on Sunday.
Rio Rancho police are investigating a shooting at the Old Club Rio Rancho. Police say the victim was found on the golf course with multiple gunshot wounds. Of course, we'll keep you up to date as we learn more details about this deadly shooting.
A bill to make CYFD more accountable is now in a committee for lawmakers at the Roundhouse. House Bill 284 would bring in an independent agency to handle the appeals of child custody decisions. CYFD says that it's worried that the change could jeopardize federal funding and that it would not do anything to help families.
The city of Albuquerque wants your input on a vacant property near downtown. The city laid out 4 options for the Walker property near the Wells Park Community Center. One option turns the area into a park with room for city markets. The second turns it into a plaza for food trucks, a stage for concerts, and a playground.
And our Metro Threat Index is moderate today. We have some very cold temperatures this morning, so bundle up. And by the afternoon, we'll see gusts up to around 35 to 40 miles per hour.
To help victims of street racing and their families, Senate Bill 343 would provide funding for medical care and counseling to the victims of illegal racing. Well, the bill is in response to a deadly September crash that killed a New Mexico woman. Witnesses claim that the other driver was going 110 miles an hour. That bill passed a Senate committee yesterday on a vote of 7-1. More businesses across the state are allowed to reopen this morning as counties continue to see a drop in new COVID-19 cases. 14 counties are now in the green or turquoise tier for reopening. Meanwhile, 18 counties remain in yellow. Guadalupe County went from yellow back to red, making that the only county in that tier. To see updates for each county, you can head to alwaysonkRQE.com.
City of Santa Fe is hoping to bring in more tourists once again, as that county is now in the green phase for the first time. This means that indoor dining capacity is now up to 50%. Retailers around the plaza say they've seen an increase in foot traffic and sales.
And here's a look at traffic. No accidents or slowdowns to report on the roads. And here's a look at tracker going east on I-40 near Rio Grande. As you can see, more cars out on the roads now, but at least the weather is clear.
An Albuquerque woman is on a big mission this morning. Aranza Delgado's dog turned up at a shelter in Texas. That's in Corpus Christi after it went missing 4 years ago. Well, this week she got the call that he's down there, and that's over 800 miles away. Now she has to figure out how to get her dog back home. If the Delgados don't figure out a way to get him back home by Tuesday, he can be adopted out to someone else.
Welcome back. On this day of 1977, there was a strong windstorm that began on this date, and it brought 60 to 80 mile per hour winds across the entire state. Clayton, in particular, recorded 25 hours of continuous 50-plus mile per hour winds, peaking at 92 miles per hour during the early afternoon. This destroyed buildings and houses and also caused accidents due to blowing dust.
Facts at number 5 this morning. An Albuquerque woman is on a mission to get her once missing dog back home. It's after it turned up in a Texas shelter. Aranza Delgado says that she thought she would never see her poodle again after he vanished 4 years ago. But then she got a call that he was found in Corpus Christi. That's going to cost $800 to fly down there and get him. If they don't come up with the money by Tuesday, the dog can be adopted out to someone else.
Number 4, in just over 24 hours, President Joe Biden is expected to sign the $1.9 trillion package, which does include $1,400 stimulus checks. State lawmakers are estimating that New Mexico will receive about $9 billion of that money. They say the funding will go toward everything from investments in broadband, debt relief for farmers, and expanding the child tax credit. Representative Teresa Ledger Fernandez says that her office plans to hold seminars to help businesses sort through the assistance available to them.
And at number 3, it's going to be another windy afternoon. Those winds peaking at around 40 miles per hour later today.
Number 2, tomorrow, Albuquerque police will head to Missouri to question Sean Lannon, the man wanted in connection to the 4 bodies found at the Sunport. U.S. Marshals arrested Lannon in St. Louis yesterday. Lannon's ex-wife is one of the 4 victims. He is also suspected of murdering a man in New Jersey. New reports state after a New Jersey murder, authorities say a credible witness called stating that Lannon admitted to the 4 deaths in New Mexico.
At number 1 this morning, more businesses across the state are allowed to reopen as counties continue to see a drop in new COVID-19 cases. 14 counties are now in the green or turquoise tier. Meanwhile, 18 counties remain in yellow, including Bernalillo County, which means that indoor dining, entertainment venues, and recreational facilities can still operate with limitations. However, we did see some counties move backwards, including Taos, Torrance, and Mora, which went from green back to yellow. The only county right now in the red is Guadalupe County.